They told you ideas change the world. That is another lie. Ideas are cheap. Everyone has them. You have probably had a million. But what separates winners from losers is not ideas. It is execution. The best plans die without discipline. The best visions rot without a team you can trust. The system loves when you get high off ideas because ideas do not threaten the status quo. Execution does. Ask yourself this. How many goals have you set that never saw daylight? How many dreams are still scribbled in notebooks or floating in your head? That is the graveyard of execution. And here is the ugly truth. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is not luck or talent. It is the discipline to execute relentlessly and the courage to build teams that can carry the weight with you. Let me give you a story. A group of engineers was hired to rebuild a public ice rink that had been abandoned for years. Bureaucrats and experts had failed for nearly a decade. Costs ballooned. Deadlines were broken. It became a national joke. Then a private developer stepped in. He promised it would be done in 6 months. Everyone laughed. But he executed. He cut through red tape, fired the incompetents, kept only the best, and worked his crew day and night. 5 months later, the rink reopened. It was under budget and ahead of schedule. That is the power of execution. Delivering the goods when everyone else collapses. So let us break this down. Execution starts with results. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody remembers your intentions. They remember if you delivered. Think of a contractor who finishes ahead of schedule and under budget. Their reputation explodes because reliability is gold. Or a chef who perfects a dish under pressure, night after night, until the restaurant becomes legendary. Talk does not build empires. Delivery does. So what do you need to deliver this week? One thing. One result. No excuses. Execution also means discipline with resources. Money is oxygen. Waste it, and you suffocate. The smartest operators contain costs and use other people's money. The average person burns cash on shiny distractions. The disciplined cut waste and leverage resources strategically. Startups that bootstrap with partnerships stretch every dollar into 10. Homeowners who renovate with loans wisely increase property value instead of drowning in debt. The weak brag about spending. The powerful brag about multiplying. Ask yourself where your money leaks. Ask yourself what resource you could leverage that belongs to someone else. Investors, mentors, partners. Other people's money is a force multiplier if you use it with discipline. But discipline is not just about money. It is about time. Time is the one currency you cannot earn back. Every wasted hour is gone forever. The elite treat time like blood. They protect it, prioritize it, and weaponize it. A CEO who batches all emails into 1 hour frees the rest of the day for real strategy. A student who studies in focused sprints outpaces classmates who grind distracted. You already know what steals your time. Endless scrolling, pointless meetings, fake productivity. Cut it. Audit your day. Take back control. The system wants you distracted because distracted people never execute. Ruthlessly eliminate what wastes your hours, or you will wake up one day with nothing but regrets. Execution is also about presence. The way you present yourself is the first line of persuasion. Walk into a room sloppy, hesitant, unprepared, and you lose before you start. Walk in sharp, confident, and composed, and half the battle is already won. A job candidate who nails the interview with confidence will beat a more qualified competitor who stumbles. A brand that invests in visuals creates trust before the product is even touched. Presentation is not vanity, it is leverage. So how do you present yourself? Does your look, your voice, your energy scream competence or mediocrity? Level it up. Now let's talk toughness and loyalty. Discipline is grit under fire. Teams are built on loyalty. If you fold at the first sign of pressure, no one will trust you. If you throw people under the bus when things go wrong, no one will follow you. True toughness is staying on your feet when the storm hits. True loyalty is standing with your people when it costs you. Think of a leader who backs their team during a crisis. That loyalty builds unshakable bonds. Think of an athlete who stays with a coach through brutal training and comes out stronger. Execution is not just about doing the work. It is about building bonds that hold under pressure. Who are you loyal to? How do you show it? Because loyalty is rare and rare is valuable. The next pillar is hiring. You cannot execute alone. Your ceiling is your team. Surround yourself with mediocrity and you will drown in mediocrity. Surround yourself with killers and you multiply. Startups rise because they attract rock stars who can do what the founder cannot. Managers thrive because they build diverse, complementary teams that outperform bigger competitors. Evaluate your circle. Who is deadweight? Who makes you better? Who do you need to attract? Execution is a team sport, and the scoreboard does not care about excuses. But here is where many fail. They over-rely on experts. They worship credentials. They outsource judgment. Experts are tools, not gods. They offer advice. You make decisions. I watched a business owner almost sink his company by following a consultant's plan blindly. At the last moment, he trusted his gut, did his own research, and saved everything. The consultant walked away with a fee. He would have been left with ashes. Experts should inform you, not control you. Blind trust is laziness. Verify, question, decide. That is execution. The final pillar is staying sharp. Success is never permanent. Skills dull. Instincts fade. The world keeps evolving, and if you are not sharpening daily, you are falling behind. Writers who read every day sharpen their craft. Athletes who review game footage learn faster than those who just train. Investors who study markets daily spot patterns before the herd. Sharpening is not dramatic. It is daily. 10 pages read, 15 minutes of practice, reflection at night. These small disciplines compound into unstoppable edges. Execution is not glamorous. It is relentless. It is cutting the excuses, cutting the waste, cutting the distractions, cutting the dead weight, and sharpening yourself daily. The world rewards execution. The system wants you stuck in ideas because ideas are harmless. Execution is dangerous. Execution changes the game. So here is your challenge this week. Deliver one real result. Not a plan, not an idea, a result. Cut one cost or find one resource you can leverage. And start one habit that sharpens you daily. 3 simple moves that will change your trajectory. Remember this. Vision without execution is hallucination. Persuasion without execution is manipulation. Execution is the bridge that turns dreams into empires. So let me leave you with a question. Are you going to stay in the graveyard of ideas with everyone else who talked big but never delivered? Or are you going to execute relentlessly, build loyalty, sharpen daily, and take back control of your life? Because the truth is this: if you do not execute your vision, you will end up working for someone who executed theirs. The choice is yours.